It's ya boy, Silver, and I am back from my vacation. But you probably don't care and you just wanna watch the video. So, today we'll be going over 5 unturned YouTubers who've sworn. Oh wait, fuck. I forgot that this week's episode should be a tutorial. Time to get some easy views, I guess. Okay, so if you have clicked on this video, I assume that you don't have nearly as many hours in Unturned as me, and you probably have some life outside the computer. So let's see, what is this scrap metal thing? Description: random assortment of metallic materials. Okay, so now you know everything. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, turn off adblock, donate me 69 trillion rollback. Okay, let's be serious for a second. Go on a multiplayer server and look around. Half of the things that you see in the bases around you are made from scrap metal. However, the scrap metal itself is not used in the most crafting recipes, but more advanced crafting materials are. The scrap metal itself is the most basic and the most versatile and the easiest to find type of a crafting material. Then, if you really want to, you can turn your scrap metal into more advanced components, such as cans, metal bars, wire, nails, and metal sheets. Now, what are all these things used for? Well, they're used for crafting fucking indestructible bases and barricades, storage, armor, weapons, roleplay furniture, vehicles, medical supplies, and machines. Now, how to obtain it? There are 4 main ways of obtaining scrap metal, which are finding sheet, blowing up sheet, scrapping sheet, and mining sheet. Now, the first one, which is finding sheet, is the least effective. Scrap metal and its more advanced versions can be found on construction site. Even though it is the least effective, it can be done right after you have spawned in, and after scavenging for a while, you should have enough scrap to make a metal door. Now, the second least effective method is blowing up sheet. Scrap metal can be also obtained through blowing up vehicles. However, I seriously do not recommend this, because we all know how difficult it is to find vehicles on multiplayer servers. But I mean, if you have like 20 helicopters and 10 APCs and you have just stumbled upon a golf cart, go for it, I guess. However, if you're seriously sure that you want to blow up that car, firstly I suggest stealing its battery and removing its tires if you have a socket wrench on hand. Then you can scrap these things, and then, and only then, when you have removed the car battery and its tires, it may, mark my words, may be a good idea to blow the shit out of this car. Now, the method which I can actually suggest is scrapping sheet. Scrap metal can be easily obtained in large quantities after scrapping all these military knives you have found. To get a lot of scrap metal this way, I suggest scrapping any shitty armor, shitty weapons, and melee weapons. So pretty much just salvage every item which is a synonym to word useless. Now, the most effective method of them all is mining sheet. However, for this method to be insanely effective, the map you're playing on needs a place with a lot of rocks in it, like Limestone Quarry on Germany, Kiev on Russia, and however this place was called on Greece. I mean, who the fuck even plays Greece anyway? On maps without any of these locations, like PEI or Washington, it can be still quite effective. But don't expect to get 100 scrap in 5 minutes. On PEI you can find a bunch of rocks with metal above Pirate Cove, and in Washington on the cliff next to Tacoma. Okay, so let's say that now you have about 30 scrap metal. So let's use it at something useful and not cage lights or metal sidings. If you want to build a base, the absolute necessity are iron doors. If you didn't know, iron doors and iron storage is locked for other players that are outside your group. I suggest you craft 2 of these, so you can easily make an airlock. This means that even if someone is camping with a shotgun on your doorstep and manages to kill you, he still can't just run into your base, because there's still another door blocking him from all your loot and your bedroll, so you can still have a chance from defending your base. To craft one of these, you need 2 metal sheets and 1 normal scrap metal. So it is 6 metal for 1 door. So now you have spent 12 scrap and still have 18 left. The next thing I suggest you craft is a claim flag. Claim flag blocks other players that are outside your group from building nearby your base. It should protect you well from griefers and glitching faggots and make normal raiders their job much harder. To craft a claim flag, you need only 3 scrap to transform it into 2 wires. You will also need 1 glue, 2 cloths and 1 chemicals. However, to craft wire and the clay flag itself, you're going to need a blowtorch and crafting level 3. The remaining 15 scrap I suggest you use on 3 metal counters. Say whatever you want about lockers, but metal counters are mathematically better. To craft one, you need 2 metal sheets and 2 metal bars. So it's only 5 scrap per 1 metal counter. However, yet again, you need a blowtorch and crafting level 3. Now you may think to yourself, 2 doors, 1 magic flag and 3 counters for 30 scrap? That's so fucking lame. Well, to craft more advanced things, you're going to need way more scrap than just 30. So I guess it's time to get some more. Put the stuff that you do not need in these counters, because you'll need this inventory space for sure. Now this is when it's get a little tricky, because no matter whether you decide to go mining or scavenging for items that you can salvage, it is for sure going to be very risky. Unless you're playing on PvE, then congratulations! The worst thing that can happen to you is the military base already being looted and the boulders with metal already mined. But if you're playing on PvP, there are kinda other players that also kinda need more scrap, and you know how it goes. Remember that this is not some Barbie Candyland or some other shit, and they are probably going to kill you on sight, so you should better go out prepared. I suggest you to take a decent assault rifle like Heartbreaker, Mapless Tricky or Night Raider, and some food, but not too much. 1 canned beans and 1 bottled water should be more than enough. Remember that both military bases and cliffs with boulders or mines are insanely open places, so when someone starts shooting at you, it may be pretty difficult to find some cover. This is why I suggest you taking 1 or 2 large plates, so you can quickly get some cover when you're in danger. Having some military grade armor is also a pretty good idea, because you never know when someone with Time Wolf or Grizzly is going to pop up and you won't even know where he shot you from. So if you're going to have a helmet, at least you will have a chance of defending yourself. So don't go out scavenging or mining with some farmer clothes. However, helmets and vests aren't the only important thing that you should be wearing, because you're going to obviously need some inventory space for all that scrap metal that you're going to be getting. So take a good backpack with you, at least a travel pack. Of course, it wouldn't hurt if you instead took a Spec Ops rucksack or even an Alice pack, if you have been very lucky to find it. But obviously you're also going to need something to kill zombies and mine boulders. A jackhammer is going to be perfect for that thing, because it's pretty much a chainsaw that can mine boulder. However, on some maps like PI or Washington, you can find a jackhammer, but normal pickaxes sometimes spawn in hardware stores, so if you have one, it should do just fine. Before you start mining or looting, it is always a good idea to first look around and make sure that there is no one around. Having a friend who would watch your back all the time would be very helpful, but if you're playing solo or your friends are offline, just make sure to have your eyes and ears open all the time, because you never know when someone is going to pop up. Now you may be wondering what you're going to do with all of this crap. Well, if you're playing on PvE, you don't have to worry about anything, so you can do with it whatever the fuck you want. However, if you're playing on PvP, you should pretty much use the scrap only for 5 things. Number 1, more storage. Number 2, more doors. Number 3, sentries. Number 4, horde beacons. And number 5, if you seriously don't have anything better to do with your life, you can just turn your base into a metal one. Why not? You're gonna get offline raided anyway. Sorry, but it is not my fault that rain barrels are useless, because you can just go to a nearby town and find like 10 bottled waters in any random house, so yeah. Alrighty then, so this is going to be it. See you in 1 month, leave a like, subscribe and other bullshit like that, or don't if you don't want to do it. So yeah, bye.
My bitch is bad and bullshit. Cooking up dope with a Uzi. My niggas are savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too. Bitch is bad and bullshit. Cooking up dope with a Uzi. My niggas are savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too. Records on records, got backers on backers. I'm riding around in a coupe.